Hold on. Hello?
Yeah, we're good. We're live.
All right. Welcome. Across the report. Another episode of Two Guys, One Mic here today. No Neil Doyle. I'm Nick Damiani. That's Paul Lamb. We're going to talk a little NBA Finals action here. Game 6 tipping off in just a few hours. Cleveland stayed alive last game to make the series 3-2. So they'll be in Cleveland tonight. Draymond's back. So we're going to start with a little Draymond Green topic here for you. We all know Paul Lamb's a big fan. Paul, do you think it was a justified suspension for Draymond last game?
Absolutely, because as I've said in the other videos, he has been. And I tweeted this too. Is that the fiction of this, and that something you've probably driven home is that Draymond Green got suspended for hitting LeBron James. Draymond Green did not get suspended for hitting LeBron James. That's not what happened. Draymond Green has been on an absolute. I don't know what to call it. It's a murder spree this postseason of yelling at refs, of kicking people in the face, kicking people in their dong. I mean, it's been unbelievable. So I think it was justified. I think at one point the NBA has to say, look, you're not a superstar. You're not. We're not going to just let all this stuff fly forever. It's stupid on his part to put himself in that position. Now, was LeBron in the wrong in that position? Was LeBron the instigator? Obviously. But you're Draymond Green, one more flagrant, two more technicals get you suspended for a game. I mean, you just can't be that stupid. It was stupid.
Now, here's my thing. I know what he didn't get him suspended because that was I don't know if that was enough to like trigger it though. You know what I'm saying here? Because yeah, he did all that stuff leading up to it. I don't know if he really did enough to go at LeBron like that to trigger the suspension in the NBA Finals like that. Like that's something.
But he slapped him. He hit him in the ding dong.
That's debatable. But LeBron, I don't know if you saw this. There's a video of LeBron doing that to Joakim Noah.
Right.
At one point. So you saw that. But I mean.
5 years ago?
Yeah, 5. Oh, is it different 5 years ago? Is it not the same thing?
What are we talking? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Bob Cousy once threw an elbow into a guy in the '67 finals.
You just don't know. Anyways, we'll keep going. We'll talk Kyrie now. I know you love Kyrie in this offense here. Blew up last game. Do you think that was a fluke, or do you think he played more within the offense?
Well, I think parts of it, I mean, as we always talk about, when he's off, it's as big of a killer as anybody on that offense. Everybody talks about, Kevin Love kills them when he doesn't score. Kevin Love does not kill them when he doesn't score. He just doesn't help them. When Kyrie's not scoring, he's eating up all their offensive touches. But when he's like that, I mean, I don't think it's a fluke. I think that's something he could do maybe in one more game. I don't think he can repeat a 40-point performance in the next two games, but he's obviously got the skills. He's obviously got the moves. I don't think they have anybody that can cover him on a consistent basis. The other team's point guard isn't going to freaking cover him. So the only other option is Klay Thompson, and I think Kyrie's just too quick for Klay Thompson. I think that's what it comes down to. He hits the tough shot. True or false?
Okay. He does. He hits a tough shot. I don't think he really changed anything going into that game.
Right.
I think he still played his one-on-one thing. I would say that was one of the best one-on-one performances I've ever seen in the last 5-10 years.
It was a different move every single possession. It was unbelievable.
It's not even that it was really bad defense by Klay or any of them like that. There was at a certain point where he just got so confident in this game. He was just taking any shot he wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, there was hands in his face almost every time. I saw him maybe step into 2 or 3 threes that LeBron passed to him, but otherwise every single shot was one-on-one, which is what he's been doing.
1-on-2, 1-on-3, right?
Right. Yeah. Right, which is what he's done the entire finals, but they just fell for him yesterday.
Right.
So exactly what you said, I don't know if he can keep that up. I mean, now he has a lot more confidence to go into that. But now if you're Cleveland, you might be worried that, well, he could be overconfident and start overcompensating and think he needs to do all this stuff, which he should remember that LeBron also had 41 that game.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? If we would have did a video last week before the last Cavs game, I would have said LeBron was starting to maybe start to fall down a little bit. I thought he was good. Maybe the mileage is starting to pile up on him. What would you say to that?
I would say that he just had one of the best finals games in probably history. Statistically, one of the best games in history. 41, 16, 7 assists, only 2 turnovers, and he played 43 minutes just about on 50% shooting, over 50 from the field, over 50 from 3-point. I think that's funny. We always talk about that with these star players. I mean, even with Kobe, we talked about, oh, he's fallen off even before the injuries. Oh, LeBron has fallen off. He's 31 years old and he's the greatest player in the world. He's the greatest athlete to ever play the game of basketball. I don't see him falling off until the day he retires, and then he actually leaves the game. So he's another one. Can he score 41 again tonight? No, because that jump shot of his is absolutely atrocious. It hurts to watch the ball go in because it's got no arc on it, just a freaking laser at the rim. But still, I think he's still got a step on most of the guys in the league. That's the thing.
Here's another thing. Do you think Draymond affects the outcome of that last game?
No, Draymond. No, I don't. And that was the best thing because Draymond said after the game, because you know him running his fat freaking mouth. Well, if I play Game 5, it's over. Well, they got their ass kicked in Game 3, and he played. They got their ass kicked in Game 3. They lost by 30, and he played. So what are we talking about? If he plays in Game 5, it's over. There's no guarantee with Draymond coming back, right?
That's true. That's true. No, and I think
it's not like he's been a 35-point a night guy this postseason.
Yeah, and I think what he brings to them defensively wouldn't have really affected what Cleveland was doing last game. It was just LeBron James was hitting 3-pointers, fadeaway threes and whatnot. I mean, he's not going to stop that. Nobody is, and Kyrie is in that, of course. So now we'll get in a little Steph talk for you, Paulie. If the Warriors were to win tonight, who would be their MVP, Finals MVP?
I think I wouldn't. They haven't had one because after Game 1 and Game 2 even. I would say Sean Livingston, and after, or even through three or four games, I would say Andre Iguodala because of the great defense he was playing. But they don't have anybody that's been consistently great. I would give it to Klay Thompson, I think, just because of the way he plays both ends of the court. He's so underrated. First off, I'll throw this out there. I've probably said it before. He's a better basketball player than Steph Curry. That's a fact. He might be a better basketball player. He might be better. No, wait. You haven't heard it at all yet. I think he's better than Kawhi Leonard. The guy's unbelievable how he can guard. They said it in the broadcast. Think of the guys Klay Thompson has guarded this postseason. James Harden, Kevin Durant, Westbrook. Now LeBron. He's guarded literally the top 4 best scorers in the league. He's guarded this postseason. It's unbelievable. And he shoots better than Steph on the other end. Because we want to talk about that. Your boy, the greatest player in the world, your boy, Nick Damiani's boy, is we shot 33%. 5 of 15 from 3, MVP? Where is he?
I will say, I will go back to Klay, and then I'll move myself over to this Steph here. I will say, when Klay gets hot, I don't know if anybody can score better than him consecutively like that. Right. Like we've seen it so many times in the playoffs. Once he hits 1 3-pointer, you know if he takes another one, it's in, and then you know. It's like he does those heat checks that normally people will miss, but he just does not miss them.
Right.
It's unbelievable, and I think he's probably the best 2 guard in the game, no doubt. I don't know about Kawhi Leonard better, but I mean, he's still got a little bit to prove. Because honestly, he wasn't shooting that great at the beginning of the series.
No, he wasn't.
He just exploded last game.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't know if I could give him the MVP. I thought last game, if the Warriors would have won and Steph would have had maybe 25-26, he could have took home the MVP, mainly because Draymond wasn't there, because I think Draymond's got a really good shot at it too, because he's been guarding LeBron too a little bit. And he's been consistent, and there's no runaway.
Right, so that's what – yeah. Fine.
Now do you consider the option that maybe LeBron could win the MVP on the other team, or would they never do that?
I just don't think they could ever do that. I think they would give a co-MVP to a couple guys in the Warriors before they give it to a guy on the losing team. But you bring up a good point. Draymond Green would be a good guy because of the impact he has on both ends, but you can't give it to a guy that doesn't play every game in the series. I don't think you could do that unless they do something superhuman. Once he comes on next game and has a triple-double, 20.
If they win now, you realize how big of an impact he might have had, even if it's overstated because they just win this game and like you didn't get to see him last game and all of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, now it carries more weight if he has a good game.
I'm just happy we don't have to really worry about that because the Cavs got 2 in a row coming. Got momentum from Game 5. Got tonight, big W, back at Quicken Loans. The Q,
all
as
right,
we
then.
call it.
We'll finish it. We'll finish it off with that. All right, let's get a prediction for tonight's game.
I think the Cavs stay hot. I think LeBron and Kyrie kind of set a fire underneath the belly of the rest of the Cavs players. I think they toned down. They're not going to have as big of a night. I think they both drop 30 though. Kevin Love hits a couple big threes down the stretch. You're going to see a nice little game from Richard Jefferson, maybe some J.R. Smith shots.
Cool.
And I think that's it. I don't think it's anything that the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors played terrible the last game. The Cavs just they outplayed them. I think they outplayed them again tonight. I don't think the Warriors. They didn't look disciplined defensively. Not that they were bad, but they look tired. I've said it this whole postseason. They don't have that fire in them that they had even last postseason, or even at the beginning of the season when they're on that big run. They don't. Not that they don't look like they don't care, but they don't look like they don't look like they care. I guess that's the only way to say it. It's like they've already got their one ring, and it's hard to motivate yourself for another one. And I think the Cavs jump on that, and I think they beat the shit out of them.
Oh my God. Okay. First off, I will say one thing about my boy. I do think he is like very relaxed out there, and he needs to maybe get into it more because he's way too passive in this series.
Mm-hmm.
Like we always say, shoot or shoot, right? And there's points in the first half where he's maybe only shot the ball 5 times, and you got like Iguodala shot the ball 10 times. What are you doing? Like he passes the ball, goes off down into the paint, thinks about running off the screen, doesn't.
No,
and then there's 5 seconds left on the 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and then you're like, well, you got to get to the ball, man. You're the only person that can really create.
Right.
That's another thing I'll say about Klay. I don't think he looks smooth at all dribbling the basketball. He's very like dribbles it high and then side to sides it back over here. But he gets the basket sometimes and it works occasionally. But put him above, like you would obviously put him above Jimmy Butler or somebody like that right now, then, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The only thing I would say is I don't know one-on-one if he could always create that separation. Granted, he doesn't need it. He doesn't really need that much separation, but I think that could be something he could work on. So I'll get into my prediction now. I obviously think the Warriors end it tonight. Boy grabs at least 30 tonight. I think he's getting tired of all the talk. Ends the chatter tonight, brings home a finals MVP, so then I can just have a clean sweep on the next crossover report here where we can talk about my boy.
You won't. I'll tell you this.
Finals MVP.
I don't care what happened. If the Warriors win the finals and he doesn't win finals MVP again, he can never be the greatest player in the world. Don't even put him in the top 10. I don't give a shit. Don't put him in there. Because if you lose the finals MVP twice,
right now, so you wouldn't put him in the top 10 right now.
No, but you would. To no-name scrubs, he don't even put him in your.
I would put him in the top 10. I would
put him in your top 5 players in the league. Don't even put him in your top 5 players in the league. Because if he loses 2 finals MVP,
5 above him
in the NBA.
5 above. Yeah.
LeBron James.
Okay, agreed.
Westbrook, obviously. KD,
Westbrook.
Obviously. Really? Steph Curry did or the Warriors did? KD.
No, KD at the end of the game.
KD, obviously. Klay Thompson, obviously. And now Kyrie. Kyrie's the best point guard in the league all of a sudden after Russell Westbrook.
After
Chris
one
Paul.
game?
All of a sudden he is. I don't know what to tell you.
Game.
The guy was unbelievable.
First off, we're basing all I feel like you only watched Steph play in the playoffs and you didn't watch the whole 82-game season where he just went off.
Who cares about that?
Okay,
who cares about what he's doing in Sacramento on a Tuesday night? We're talking about the NBA Finals.
Hey, that counts. Where do you think all these NBA players get? The majority of your points in history are going to come from the regular season.
Obviously, but that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about.
Then we'll say, all right, legacies are made in the playoffs. Then, right?
Obviously, why do we care about championships?
He's already got a title. He's about to go 2-0 in an NBA Finals, and already
his team is. You're acting like he's carrying this team, bro. He's not even carrying his team anymore. He's not.
In the finals. And what if he gets a Finals MVP right now? Then what are we gonna do?
If he gets a Finals MVP this series, then clearly they haven't been watching. Because my man's had 11 points in game 1.
Who else would you give
My man's had 11 points in game 1 and just went 5 of 15 in the last game.
Shoot or shoot. Shoot or shoot, man.
Well, okay.
You gotta do it. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't got anything. I'm done.
See how soft the voice got there? That's fear, folks. Fear.
I won that. I don't care.
Oh, we'll see tonight. First off, what'd you pick the Cavs in? How many games? 6?
I picked the Cavs in 6. So it could
Yeah,
it
well,
could
that can't
still
happen.
it could wow look at our little mathematician. It could still happen. Just watch.
You can win 2 tonight.
Yeah,
I had him in 5, just missed.
Yeah, so you were wrong
Just
too.
missed.
So I'm closer.
Well, no way. All right. I think that'll do it. I've heard enough of the hate. Nick Damiani, Paul Lamb. Follow us on Twitter at Crossover Report. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think it's Crossover Report too. Right?
Probably, yeah. I would assume.
Probably. Subscribers are growing. Go to the WordPress, crossoverreport.com. Check out the articles. Am I missing anything?
No, I think we're good.
If you like football or baseball, walk-off report, gridiron report. Everybody enjoy tonight's game. I know we will. Good night.